What a weekend. What a weekend. I'm happy and I'm sad. I don't know how we're going to cram all this in a little box, but we're going to try to do that. There's a lot of things that happened over the weekend. College football, Colorado and Oregon. Oh, man. That game was done before it even got started. But look here. There's no shame. That team was just better than you. They were just better than you. It don't matter how many times you play this team. And I'm talking about the Buffaloes. It don't matter if they played this team 10 times in a row. They will lose 10 times in a row. When a team is just better than you, they're just better than you. That was the case this weekend playing the Oregon Ducks. I've learned a lot from Oregon. Bo Nix, it seems like every time Colorado plays a team, they play a quarterback that I'm like, this guy is league material. And I'm pretty sure they got a handful, probably 10, 20 quarterbacks in college that's ready for the NFL. I just haven't seen all of them. But every time Colorado plays a team, I'm learning more and more. And these Oregon Ducks, they're like an NFL team out there. Now, is that the credit to them, or that's the credit of how sorry Colorado was out-talented by them in that game? Now, when I say out-talented, people are going to say, well, Colorado got a lot of skilled players. They're talented as well. Yeah, but they're not fine-tuned yet. They're not fine-tuned at all. And the biggest problem, which they already know, is that offensive line, that defensive line. And that's why I say if they played this team 10 times in a row, they will lose. Out-talented meaning they don't have no people on the offensive line. They don't have no nasties out there for the defensive line yet. You can't win any ball game if you ain't got those big fellas down there in the trenches, holding the line or coming through the line. And that was the problem with Colorado in this ball game. Deion Sanders didn't have no time all day long. He had to get rid of the ball, getting hit every time he released it. The Oregon defense was on top of the receivers. They couldn't shake loose. They only scored 6 points. Just think about that for a minute. They only scored 6 points. How powered offense is Colorado Buffalo supposed to have? They only scored 6 points. Oregon was ready. Oregon was fired up. As you've seen, their coach fired them up in the locker room with a hell of a speech. I feel like putting on a helmet, going out there playing the Colorado Buffaloes myself. That's how he had me jacked up. Yeah, you didn't kind of like it. He took some shots. He took some underneath shots. But hey, man, all the hype that's going on, they feel like they're a better team, which they are. They looking to go to the playoffs. They looking to make some noise. They wonder why nobody talking about us. We got a great team. We finna shut this down right now. He says the Cinderella story stops today. And they did that. They went out there, from kickoff, they did not have a chance from kickoff in this game. With Travis Hunter or without Travis Hunter, they weren't going to win this game. They weren't going to win this game if they had Lawrence Taylor and Derek Thomas on that defense. It just wasn't going to happen. Fine-tuned Oregon, man, I tell you. Yeah, these Oregon Ducks, man, these guys here are something else. These guys are playing pro league in college. As far as the Buffaloes, they should feel no shame in this one. You went out there and fought. I'm pretty sure Coach Prime going to say some assignments was blown. They didn't get up for this game for some reason. They just didn't play well. Look, that may be true. They could have played a lot better their assignments. They could have been close on the receivers. They could have got a little more pumped up, amped up, bust through the line, trying to put pressure on this quarterback. Could have been more precise and key on offense, getting rid of the ball quick, making sure you hold on to the ball, get as much yards as you can. But all in all, you still lost the game. You might have not got blown out 42-6, but you would have still lost, whether it was a pretty close game or if it was a blowout. You wasn't meant to win this ball game. You just shake this off, and then you look at it and say, the 7 or 8 guys that I needed, I need them right now, and we're not going to be able to contend and beat the best until I get my best 7 or 8 guys that I'm looking for. And majority of them got to be on that offensive line, defensive line. And that's why he's probably bringing in Warren Sapp. That's why he's probably bringing in T.O. is what I'm hearing for the wide receivers. You get some good Hall of Famers in there with some cachet. Not only is it going to bring more talent and recruits to your ball club, but everybody's going to want to play for these type of Hall of Famers. Deion Sanders, your head coach. T.O. is your wide receivers coach. Warren Sapp is your defensive line coach. Who wouldn't want to come play for Colorado? If you're looking to get to the league, to the next level, and you got the guys there who've been to that level and perfected that level, actually have a gold jacket, oh yeah, you're going. You're going. Because you're a fan of these players as well as you was growing up. And now you got a chance to be side by side taking tips from them. You can't beat that. And it's something you can't even pay for. You can't buy that kind of knowledge. They were just outwitted, outplayed, out-talented, however you want to call it. Colorado was not meant to win this game before it started. Yeah, we had a lot of hope. We believed. But once I saw this team, see, I haven't seen Oregon play. You know what I mean? I haven't seen Oregon play. And if I have seen them played, I could have told you this a long time ago. And I'm pretty sure some of the players and Deion, even though he can't admit it, he knew this team was way on another level than where they're at right now. Now, can he beat this team somewhere down the line? Of course. But he has to plug in more players. He can't win and beat this team with what he has right now. It's not going to happen. Like I say, play them 10 times in a row, you're going to lose 10 times in a row. And that's no shot to Colorado Buffaloes. That's just the facts. That's just the facts. Now, they need to get themselves together, regroup, which I know they're doing. You got another big game coming up, USC. That's not no chopped liver from what I'm hearing. I haven't seen them play a full game. Because like I said, I'm just now back covering college. I've been absent since 96, 97. Don't watch college ball. This Colorado Buffalo team's got me watching college ball. So I'm getting to see the teams that they're playing against. So like I said, if I'd have seen Oregon play, I would have told you off the bat, oh hell no. Yeah. It's a good test for them, but ain't no way they winning that ball game. No way. They would have to fall off the boat. They have to been hitting the head with a hammer 20 times, everybody on that team, for you to win this ball game. It's the only way. So, yeah, don't feel bad about it. It is what it is. Now, you could pick it apart and say we could have played better. We missed some assignments. Our tackling was terrible. Look at all the penalties we got. You could say all the things in the world, what you could have done better, but it wouldn't have mattered. You'd have still lost the ball game, especially when you ain't got your hogs right down there in the middle. Yeah, man, Oregon took care of business, and they took care of business like they're supposed to take care of business at home. And it's a tough place to play, but Bo Nix, he is the truth. And I thought the other guy from last week was the truth, a good guy. I mean, he played bad, but he worked himself out of a bad game by continuing to play. I forgot the young man's name, but he played his ass off for Colorado State. And then you come in with Bo Nix. Oh, man, Bo Nix is on a whole nother level. Heisman candidate. But, man, just when you thought you couldn't see nothing better, oh, yeah, it's a whole lot better. And USC might show something, too. But if USC is something like the Oregon Ducks, which I don't know, maybe, or better. I know they got a quarterback over there that's pretty tight, too. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate. Shadur Sanders, I'm pretty sure he wants to show up against him, especially off a loss like this. But Shadur Sanders, we don't get into this box sheet a little bit, but like I say, Colorado had no chance in this game. From kickoff, they've been on their heels. Penalties hurt them bad. And this team here was just fast and furious. They came out of the gate. That offense was worked down to a crisp. The defense was pressure all game long on Shadur Sanders. He didn't have time to fart. Do you hear me? If he broke wind, he was down on his back. So like I said, there's no shame there. You just get better each game, each week, each year. And get those recruits over there, because you're going to need a whole lot of big ones down there on that line. You have the skilled players, but you still want to continue to add each year. But Prime knows that. Keep adding your skilled players and make sure you get some dogs down there. I mean, some mean dogs on that offensive line and that defensive line that's looking to hit and push people around. Once you get that and you got Dylan Edwards, scat back, he's going to better find some room and make some noise as well. Because if you look at it, this 2 games in a row, Dylan Edwards didn't really, I don't want to say he didn't show up, but he didn't have opportunities. These defenses have been keying in and they've been corralling him and wrapping him up. Yeah, Jaguars Sanders, he was 23 for 33 for 159 and 4.8 on average and 1 touchdown. See, you look at that and you say, well, he didn't play a bad game. He didn't play a bad game. He just didn't have no opportunities. He spent most of his time running, scrambling, getting hit, put on the ground. Quarterback is not going to be that effective that way. Before as his numbers, it's kind of average, but he just didn't have a bad game. He didn't have time to throw the ball. He was too busy scrambling and running. I mean, 23 for 33 with a strong running game with some dink and dunk. That's a good ball game you can win. But not against the Oregon team. They're too high-powered, too fine-tuned. They right deep into their craft. They got an expertise about them. And man, to beat a team like that, not only that you got to have the personnel, but you got to go in that game sharp and I mean crisp as a cookie, Jack. Crisp as a cookie. Because this team here, to me, was all world, what I seen in that game. And I know Colorado, everybody looking for them to lose a lot of games. They're not going to be good. They only won 1 game last year. I know all about that. You could say that this team is garbage if you want to. Colorado Buffaloes are garbage. That's why Oregon did what they did. You can say whatever you want to say. But what I seen on that field from these Ducks, it don't matter who they played. Number 2, number 3 in country, whatever, they was going to give them all they got. I know that. But as far as the running game, like I say, it wasn't there. Really, nothing was there. Really, you just crumble this up and throw it in the trash. That's why I'm not even going to put it on the spotlight. There's no need for anybody really to see it. I'm just breaking it down here real quick, but no running game whatsoever. I mean, it's probably a better running game than they had in previous weeks, but I mean, this is just 5 carries for 31 yards from Anthony Hankerson. Dylan Edwards, your scat back. He only had 3 carries, 21 yards. See, not many opportunities. The guy underneath him, McCaskill, he had 5 carries for 17 yards. So it wasn't much. Excuse me. It wasn't much there at all. Nothing to look at. Then you go down here on the receiving, you had Xavier Weaver. He had 9 catches for 75 yards, 8.3, and that might be the highlight of the whole night right there. Xavier Weaver, 9 catches for 75 yards. That was the highlight of the whole night. That and finally getting into the end zone to get a touchdown. To not have it like a complete blowout with a goose egg up there. Those are the 2 highlights. You didn't have the goose egg, and you had Weaver go for 9 catches for 75 yards. And the guys under him, Javon Antonio, 3 catches, 42 yards. Michael Harrison, which he's been stepping up big. He didn't have many opportunities in this game, 3 catches, 22 yards. Nothing. Jawan Mitchell, he had 10 tackles for a solo. He was a highlight. But let's go up here to Oregon. I mean, you got to give them their praise. They were pumped up. They was ready for this ball game. They got tired of hearing all the noise. You heard the coach pumping them up, talking about the clicks. You know, this ain't Hollywood and all that kind of stuff. We ain't looking for fame. We going out there. We want to put it on the grass. We're going to show you on the grass, not in social media. And his team bought in, and they bought in very well. 28 for 33, Bo Nix. 276 yards, 8.4 on average, 3 touchdown passes. He had 1 pick. Bucky Irvin, 10 carries for 89 yards. These guys had a lot of room to run on that Colorado Buffaloes defense. It seemed like every time they touched the ball, you seen a gap almost this big. Or they're coming around the edge with nobody there, or they took a bad angle and they're turning the corner. They was getting chunk plays after chunk plays. That's why I said it was like a video game to Oregon. Video game. 10 carries for 89 yards. The guy almost averaged 9 yards. Basically, you could say he averaged 9 yards a carry. Bucky Irvin. Jordan James. He had 7 carries for 54 yards. And he averaged 7.7. Then the guy under him, which is number 3 guy, Noah Whittington. 8 carries, 45 yards. He's 5.6 on average. Everybody that touched the ball averaged 5 yards or better. 5 yards or better. Troy Franklin, wide receiver, 8 catches, 126 yards, almost 16 on average, 2 touchdowns. Trayshawn Holden, 4 catches, 52 yards, 13 on average. So they had a whole bunch of guys catching the ball, getting a lot of yardage, as well as the running backs. Everybody ate. You know what it was? It was a party. So yeah, no love lost. No love lost at all. Is everybody gonna stop watching Colorado because of this game? No. The haters gonna keep watching. The people who supporting them gonna keep watching. We didn't expect Colorado to win it all this year. Each game they win is a milestone. This is something that's just like put together. You know what I mean? This is the first season with Coach Prime. Things have to come together, and they will come together. That's a guarantee. We know that. Prime is a winner. He's winning at every level. He's inspirational. He's a hell of a motivator. He's the best guy who ever done it in his position. He's planning on adding more Hall of Famers. T.O., Warren Sapp, proven guys who's passionate about the game and about these kids they're going to be bringing in. And like I say, they are coming. Pause. They will be. But they have to go through these little bumps. I know all the hype and everything is going crazy. They was 3-0, winning ball games right out of the gate. Eventually, it's going to play a team like Oregon or somebody who got some cachet that's going to come in and say, we're tired of hearing this. It's time to put you where you belong, okay? So, no, man. No love lost. Still going to watch, still intrigued to watch this team all the way through, even when they're losing. Because you're going to see something special, and I just like the story. I like what he's doing, with these kids and bringing a different way of doing things. And I like all the haters that's trying to push him out the way. So, but you better believe it. Colorado Buffaloes and Coach Prime, they're going to have their day. You better believe that. And it's coming sooner than later. 1 to 3 year gap. With me, with my 1 to 3 year little gaps and spans, it's either 1 to 3 that I use, or I usually use like 3 to 5 years. But I see 1 to 3 with them for really knocking down the door to when teams come in, they're going to be looking to lose. It's going to be a surprise if you beat Colorado Buffalo. It's going to get to that point once they get everything in place. So, yeah, man, it was unfortunate. It was frustrating watching it. I will say that. Because you wanted a game. You want them to have a chance to at least beat them. But Oregon wasn't hearing any of that. They were just completely better. That's all you can say. They were just better. They can play them tomorrow. They can play them tonight. It really doesn't matter. Till you get some more pieces in place, that will continue to happen. Now, next one up is USC. That's going to be a fight. If you can find a way to win that game, it erases this Oregon game. You right back on your stride again. But USC is going to be hard to do as well. So I will go in that game just trying to fight as hard as you can. Have your expertise down. Have your pieces in place. Have your game plan down. Put everybody in position. Making sure they're playing 110% the whole game. Try to put some fight into that offensive and defensive line to make them starved and hungry that they want to go down there and make a difference and get back there and hit some people. But yeah, that's it for Colorado. Wasn't a shock. I mean, everybody heard about Oregon. Even if you haven't watched them play, you heard how great they were. And you knew coming in that the Buffaloes have to have a perfect game to win. A perfect game just to stay in the game, more than just win it. But yeah, so it didn't turn out that way. And next team up, USC. And we'll check them out coming up on the weekend. So, let's put some plugs in a socket. When we come back, we're going to cover those Texans. You want to talk about, I feel like a proud papa today. A proud papa. Talk about these Texans. Unbelievable. That performance they put out there, I haven't seen that in never. But we're going to put some plugs in a socket, and we'll be right back. Quick hitters. If you haven't checked out the website, goodymogoods.com, check it out. Everything in here is customizable to fit the way you like it. So just send me an email with the font and an image, and we'll take care of you. And also remember, 5% off if you subscribe to this website. For $19.99 a year, you get 5% off on all items in the store. So don't forget that. Actually, we can come down here. You have your subscribe form. Put in your email address. Click here. Become a member. GDW membership plan, $19.99 every year. Save 5% on all orders with this plan. So take advantage of it. Thanks for y'all time and enjoy the show. Houston Texans, that's what I'm talking about. You went out there with fight. You went out there with a game plan. You went out there undermanned. You had people missing, top guys missing on the defense, in the secondary, on the defensive line, missing offensive linemen. And you went out there and you fought like you had everything in place. This team is coming along, and I've been looking at them each week. And this week it finally came together. This was a complete team win, all phases of the game. Matter of fact, did y'all see Beck on the kickoff? When he first got the ball, I'm like, hold on. Who was that at first? I'm like, that man got a little meat on his bones. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to make it. Beck hit the sideline. First of all, he first bobbled the kickoff. Then a guy ran up to him. He bounced off of him like he was a rubber band. He hits the sideline, turns it up. He got people falling at his feet. He had this one guy had an angle on him. By the time he caught up to him, he was out of breath. He was looking for oxygen. He just dove at his feet like he was really going to try to take him down, but I think he just needed a break. Fell at his feet. He stumbled all the way for a touchdown on the kickoff. We're talking about a fullback here. A fullback. Please go back and look it up. Please, somebody look it up. When the last time a fullback ran back a kickoff? I would love to see that. Last time a fullback ran back a kickoff. Man, this dude here, it seemed like it took 5 hours for him to make it to that end zone, but he made it. And it was a big point in the game because it put him up. Again, I think it was about 2 touchdowns, something they needed because Jaguars were like they're about to catch a little momentum. And you know how us Houston Texans fans do. We be like, oh, okay, here we go again. It's for the same old bullcorn, right? But oh no, man, he scored that touchdown. The momentum swung right back again, put the pressures back on the Jaguars. And I'm like, this is a complete game. C.J. Stroud, man, I can go on and on and on. C.J. Stroud has gotten better each game this year. And he finally put it together, all together in this game. He didn't look like no rookie on Sunday. No rookie at all. This man commanded that offense. He was making the key throws. It was one throw that he made, and it wasn't even a highlight throw that I was like, he's getting it. It's when he was in the pocket, he was going through his reads, and the pocket started to collapse. And at the last minute, he threw it out to a security blanket. Right on the flare out, and the guy picked up a first down. Did he pick up a first down, or he picked up 5, 6? It was something like that. I'm trying to think of what quarter it was. But yeah, man, he went through his progressions. It wasn't there, but he hung in that pocket. But he had a timer going off in his head like, okay, I got to get rid of it. And next thing you know, boom, right to the side. Picking up positive yardage. He's growing. And he's done that several times on Sunday, going through his progressions instead of just going with the first guy he sees open. This guy's a student of the game, and he's getting it. He's precise in what he's doing. He's commanding the offense. He's getting in and out of the huddle right now. Dameon Pierce, he's picking up some yardage now. This has been the biggest run game they've had this season so far. They found a little wiggle room, and I like they put the fullback starting to lead. They went old school now. You know, like Moose Johnson, Allstott back in the day, leading fullbacks for lead play runs. He was opening up some holes, and it made a difference. The protection was a lot better in this game. They schemed up, man. They did the right thing to try to protect with max protection and fullback going out there leading the way for the running game. So this is picture perfect. The defense showed up as well. The defense showed up. They did not even allow 20 points in this game, 37-17. And what did I say about scoring points with this team? Averaging about 21 points, 28. I said they can average. They put up 37 today. They put up 37 points today. And that's what this offense can do on a regular basis once they really get it together and fine-tuned. Today was like fine-tuned. Yeah, we know it's the Jaguars. They're in our division. It's a knockout, drag-out every time the Texans play them. But they're still the Jaguars, and they could have easily won this game as well if we didn't come in ready to play. They came ready to play, and it was a must-win. Houston had to get this game because you go down 0-3 in this league, your season is done. It's done. Can't make that up. Too many hungry teams out there. You get behind the 8-ball 0-3 and see where you find yourself. 0-2 was bad enough, but it's manageable and maintainable to come out of it. But go down 0-3 and see what happens. Start playing in your mind a little bit. You start questioning yourself, can you win? So they needed it, they got it, and now it's time to move on. They can build on that. They feeling good about themselves, and they deserve to feel. I feel good about it. I feel good about what happened here on Sunday afternoon. Something I haven't seen in a long time. So I know Houston fans are talking it up, and they're excited about what happened on Sunday. No doubt about that. That was a picture-perfect game. What I like to see, they didn't even try to hold the ball. They played aggressive. They took some shots down the field. What we talk about? Tank Dell. What did we talk about? Tank Dell. What do? They went to Tank Dell. What do? They went over the top. The guy should get 1 or 2 deep balls each quarter. They did exactly that in this ball game. The guy is too powerful. We done said it plenty of times. You have to put the ball in his hand. Yeah, I know Robert Woods. You want to get to Nico every once in a while. And I know they veterans. I know this guy's a rookie and you thinking we want to slow him in. No, sometimes rookies, they play out of their mind. They're ready now, some rookies. Tank Dell is just not no regular rookie. When you got speed like that and he can catch, take the top off the roof, you know what that does to the defense? That loosens that defense up. And then next thing you know, Pierce got room to run. That's exactly what it does. Because if you show them that you're willing to take a deep shot every once in a while, they're going to be on their heels. So we can't backpedal. Continue to build on this going forward, being aggressive, taking shots, and making sure you get Tank Dell the ball every opportunity you get. Drag routes, quick outs, slants, deeps, whatever it is, move him around. Let's get a little brilliant like these other offenses out there in the league. Let's try to disguise him. We can move him all over on that offensive side. Left, right, in, out. It don't matter. In the backfield, whatever we got to do to get him the ball, get him the ball. Man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. They took shots deep. So I was very excited about this game. And y'all, I'm sorry, I got to calm down. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but hey, it was good. Let's get to this box sheet real quick. But yeah, man, continue to do what you're doing. I will take this win or lose if you come out and you play that way. It's simple with me. Play your butt off, be prepared. Come out there with a game plan and go ahead and execute it. If the team is better than you, they're just better than you. But they don't stop you from playing the right way all the time. And they did this with their main guys out. Do y'all understand that? So they're showing you what they can do. So there's no excuses anymore. I don't care if you play the Chiefs or these big powerhouses, it don't matter. Yeah, if you lose, you lose. But we need to play this way. That's what's key. C.J. Stroud. Best game he done had so far, and there's going to be plenty more to come. The guy was 20 for 30, 280 yards, almost 10 on average, 2 touchdown passes and no picks. That's the key thing. The guy hasn't even thrown an interception yet. He came close a couple of times, but he hasn't thrown an interception yet. That speaks volumes with a rookie. Man, I'm loving what I see. There are better days ahead. There are better days ahead. Great game, C.J. Stroud. I see the brilliance in you. You're a film rat. You love to study. You want to be great. I can see that. A lot of people can see that. When you make mistakes, just like D'Amico said, when you make mistakes, you correct them right then and there. You already know the mistakes you have made. You come back and you do better the next time. It's showing up. Everything they say about this kid, D'Amico and players, about him wanting to get it, wanting to lead, getting better each hour, you know what I mean? Each day, each week, each game, is proving that. He's coming along, and it's just going to get better from here. Once he perfects this offense, like you seen on Sunday, oh yeah, well-oiled machine, man. This offense has a lot of promise. It does. Running game, Devin Singletary had 9 carries for 41 yards. Dameon Pierce underneath him, 14 carries for 31 yards. You know, it wasn't all the running in the world, but they found a little wiggle room. And they found a little wiggle room because they were passing the ball. They were going deep. They were showing something different. They weren't just trying to pound. Where there was no room there and still just trying to shove it and then 3 and outs and not finding guys open and all this other stuff. No, it was none of that. It was a complete balance. A complete balance on offense. Even C.J. Stroud got 3 carries for 14 yards. You know, he's scrambling and found some room. But let's go down here to the receivers. Tank Dell, my goodness. You want to talk about, if it wasn't for C.J. Stroud, he might have got player of the game, in my opinion. But you got to give it to C.J. Stroud because he played a complete game, and I mean, he owned the offense. I mean, he owned it. I mean, this is a team win. But Tank Dell, 5 catches for 145 yards, 29 on average with a touchdown. Now, he's been targeted 7 times. He was targeted more than any wide receiver on the team. That puts a smile on my face because that's what needs to happen every week. Every week. Now, this guy to show you what he can do. 5 catches for 145. What that sound like? Tyreek Hill, don't it? That's the type of stuff he puts up. He could have even had more. So we already know and see what he can do. We figured it. He's done it. No need to baby him. No need to put squirts of chocolate in his milk. He's ready to go. And that's how you have to approach it each week. He's a lethal weapon. And he continues to play like this, and y'all taking the top off of the roof, teams are going to take notice. And you know what's going to happen? Your offense is going to loosen up even more. Pierce going to better barrel down the lane now a lot more often because this guy's speed and what he's capable of doing down the field. Then you got another big guy, Nico Collins. Everybody was a little skeptical with him this year. Not no more. He put a lot of work in. You can see that. I didn't think he was that great after the catch like he's doing this year. Every ball he's catching, he's getting 10 extra more yards, dragging people, fighting for extra yardage. So he's a big body, and he's good on this team, especially when you got Tank Dell running around like the way he's doing. And then you got a veteran in Robert Woods. I mean, people were very skeptical about this receiver crew. Even got John Mechie in action a little bit. This wide receiver group is very proud. They ain't going to be the best. You put them on a sheet of paper with everybody else in the league. You know, you might look at them, they're not going to compare to that, but they got heart and they fighting. And they're working their tails off trying to be better than what they are or what they're projected to be. You got to respect that. So, yeah, Tank Dell all day long. Griffin got 10 tackles. He leads with 10 tackles. Henry 2020. He got 10 tackles as well. I like 2020. Every time I see him around, he's flashing in the camera. So something's good going with him. They always got him on TV. Jimmy Ward, it was glad to see him back. He's got 8 tackles as well. Let's go down there. Where's Will Anderson? He had 4 tackles, 3 solo. Not a big breakout. You know what I mean? Game that you expect from him. He had 2 quarterback hits. We're not worried about Will Anderson. He's going to take care of himself, believe me. So he's not somebody we need to worry about. He will have games where he's just going to wreck the game. Just let him come along. But he's fighting and he's getting in there. You can see that. So let's go on up here to Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. And that's another thing, folks. C.J. Stroud outplayed Trevor Lawrence. Think about that. This rookie outplayed Trevor Lawrence in this game. He did. Trevor Lawrence was 27 for 40. 279 yards, 7 on average, 1 TD, 1 interception. C.J. Stroud was 20 of 30, 280 yards, almost 10 yards on average, 9.3, 2 TDs, 0 interceptions. 0 interceptions. His QBR was better than Lawrence. His rating was better. Oh yeah, he got him. That rookie got him. He got it. He definitely got him. Running game by them. Travis Etienne, is that Etienne Jr.? Etienne, whatever it is. 19 carries, 88 yards, 4.6 on average. And that was the highlight for them. Him running the ball as well as he did. Almost got 100 yards rushing, 4.6 on average, but he didn't get it. Trevor Lawrence ran a little bit. 3 carries, 12 yards. Tank Bigsby, 2 carries, 10 yards. Nothing really to scream about. Evan Ingram for the receiving, 7 catches, 67 yards. Christian Kirk, 4 catches, 54 yards. Travis Etienne Jr., Etienne Jr., I don't know, Etienne, whatever it is, man. That thing just had me twirling. I'll just say Travis had 4 catches, 50 yards. And Calvin Ridley kept him under control. So the defense and the offensive special teams, they put it all together, all in one. And they scored 37 points. When the last time Houston Texans scored 37 points? Can we look that up too? I mean, it's like records all over the place. Got a fullback running the kickoff back for a touchdown, scoring 37 points in the ball game. You win it with key players out. And you don't think this was fabulous? Oh yeah, it was fabulous. This is definitely fabulous. I mean, I like everything about this. We're going to finish it up with the box sheet. Y'all want to listen to Coach D'Amico press conference? Some players? I think we'll be able to do that. But this has just been a hell of a weekend. It's been a hell of a weekend. Hopefully many more to come, especially with these Texans. Colorado, they'll get it together. You know, they got to take some lumps before they actually go out there and really put something down, get some players out there for them. What other stories we have out there? Come to think of it. I'm trying to think that I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah, the Dolphins. Oh, my goodness. 70 points. 70 points. Man. And I think they could have got the record or something like that. They decided to take a knee. They decided to take a knee and could have had the record or tied the record or something like that. Man, I didn't think that was possible anymore. 70 points. Now, if that's not a greasing, I don't know what is. Yeah, they got greased real good in that game. It's sad to say for those Broncos too, man. I almost want to pull a napkin out for them. I do. They talked a lot of smack, at least that coach. And this might be karma for them. Who knows? Talking about other coaches and other teams and stuff like that. And you come in and you haven't even won a game yet. And then you go get mollywopped by 50 and a defense that gives up 70 points. Who heard of that? 70 points. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. And you don't think the Jets over there smiling and pointing the finger like, uh-huh. Yeah. Worst damn coaching job, huh? Yeah. I bet. 70 points, man. If somebody would have told me that, I'd have been like, you talking about college football or you talking about the NFL? You know what I mean? I mean, seriously. Yeah, man, that's something there. That is something there. So, no, that was one of my picks. That was one of my picks, actually. So I was good on that one. But I had some shockers, though. I had some shockers. You know, I thought the Commanders was going to get the Bills. That didn't happen. I really was looking forward to that. I think I got the Panthers against the Seahawks too, right? I think that's another one I didn't come out too well on. And then when you actually pick the Cowboys, but it was an upset. I think everybody can agree with that. It was an upset. Man, them Cardinals came out to play. They came out and played those Cowboys. Cowboys defense didn't look like from previous 2 weeks ago, where it looked like it was unstoppable. They're just shutting down everybody. Cardinals had a plan, and they went out there and they executed. It was like, okay, we're waiting on the Cowboys to get here. And when they got there, they certainly showed them. And there's going to be some talks. I know you got, Dak Prescott. He threw that pick at the end. We're used to seeing that. Well, he's trying to erase that for this season. You know, I'm not wishing nothing bad on the guy. That was his first pick coming in this season, and it had to happen on something like that. But it's just only one pick. I don't think it was a follow-up with a whole bunch of others. I don't know. But anytime the Cowboys can lose, it's another great day for me, because that's always a game up the Eagles don't have to worry about and stay ahead of those Cowboys. And, yeah, man, I did not expect the Cardinals to go in there and win that game. And they did. That's why I say, man, it's some upsets every week. Teams that you think don't have no business winning going out there beating the team that's better than them, have a better record, or whatever the case may be. Chiefs, they hung 41 on the Bears. But we expected that one. We definitely expected that one. And Steelers and Raiders. I got that one. I'm going to go back and look at it, though. See how I fared. But I think I fared okay. If not, we'll be 500 or a little above it. I don't think I did too bad this week on my picks. Patriots. Who would have thought the Patriots would have got those Jets? I don't know, Jets. You allow that to happen to you. They're on Zach Wilson's head right now. They just don't think he's going to pan out. They don't think he's going to be the answer for the Jets with Aaron Rodgers out. They just don't believe that. If I was them, I'd make a move quick. They would have to go out there and get a quarterback. They're going to have to go get one. Quick, fast, in a hurry before your season is completely lost. Because I don't see Zach Wilson getting any better. And then on top of that, even if you barely get in the playoffs, if you do get in the playoffs, you're going to be right out. You're going to be gone. You're going to be gone real quick. So you need to get you a good veteran in there with their defense and maybe can win a playoff game or two. But Zach Wilson, he's not the answer for you right now. Maybe down the road, maybe. I know y'all had a lot of problems with this guy. Even before Aaron Rodgers got there, they looked for him to be the man. They had him starting and everything, but he just couldn't get it together. He's just not mature enough. He's not processing these NFL defenses the way he can go out there and just execute and beat a defense and march the team down there and get touchdowns and field goals or whatever. He's turning the ball over. He's missing reads. He's getting sacked. So he's just not ready. Just not ready right now. Saints and Packers. I can't believe that guy missed that field goal. See, that's another pick that didn't go my way. That's another pick that didn't go my way. This guy gonna miss basically a chip shot field goal to get the Saints to lead. And blew it. See, one thing about those field goal kickers, I'm serious, man. They lose their jobs on kicks like that. They really do. And I'm pretty sure if he missed another field goal, a game winner or a tie kicking field goal, he going to be applying at Arby's because they're going to get rid of him. There's no doubt about that. He's going to lose his job. See, kickers, they string is very short, and they need to be short. Because you ain't working out like all the other football players over there. The kicker always sitting off by himself. His expertise is just kicking, feeling the grass, checking the temperature, seeing how the weather is, loosening up his ankles. You know, he's doing all that crazy stuff over there by himself, not really part of the team at all. The only time they talk to him is when he makes a field goal. The only time a kicker gets talked to when he makes a field goal. But if he misses a field goal, they're ready to strangle him. Oh, yeah. They're ready to stomp him in the ground and twist and turn, put their heels in him. So that's the life of a kicker. Unfortunately, that is the life of a kicker. So, yeah, he better not miss no more field goals. I'm talking about if he misses an extra point, they're going to be thinking about it. But that was heartbreaking to see the Saints lose that game that way. But shouts out to the Packers, though. Because a lot of people don't think they're going to do anything either. And they just won a big game. A big game. So, yeah, let's get into this press conference. Don't want to hold anybody too long. So, let's check it out.
Yeah, really proud of all of our guys today for playing complimentary football. I think each phase made big-time plays to help us win this game, starting with the special teams. 2 game-changing plays, the blocked field goal by Will, and then the return by Beck for a touchdown. When you talk about special teams impacting the games, credit to Coach Ross and what he's done with that group. They've done an outstanding job. And offensively, and guys played really well, right? Improving on what we talked about correcting, right? Starting with the protection, our O-line really did a great job of protecting. And CJ, again, another impressive outing. Really good by him, the receivers, Tank, right, stepping up, making big-time plays. Brevin making big-time plays for us. Multiple guys making plays. It felt like we ran the ball better today, and that was our emphasis throughout the week of really running the ball. I thought DP ran the ball much better. Still want to keep improving in the run game, but this was a great start for us and where we were. Defensively, see our guys, they were flying around, playing swarming football, what we like, attacking the football. Eric Murray, big hit, forcing a fumble. Cashman stepped up big for us today, making some plays, recovering the fumble, right? Interception on third down, big game changer plays. And so I asked our guys before we went out, just playmakers have to step up and make plays for us to win games in this league, and that's what our guys did today. We had a lot of playmakers, a lot of different guys stepping up in different spots, making plays, and we had a great week of practice, and guys, it resulted in a win because guys came out to work today.
So another impressive outing by Stroud. How do you describe how he played today, what he means for this offense, what he made?
Right, everything starts with the quarterback, and we have a good one who's done really good things. He's improved every week, and that's what I really like about and admire about CJ is just he's dialed in to improving every week. He's not satisfied, right? He's been a leader for us, for the offensive unit, and it's impressive to see a young man go out and continue to get better each week and lead that group.
I know this is a team way. I know it's all about the team. I get that. For you personally, I know things in it.
No, it's special. To get the first win is definitely special. And thinking about it for a long time since we, started, how would that first win be? And it's a lot of work, and I never lose sight of the grind and the work that it takes to win a game. But I'm so proud of our guys. I'm happy for our guys and the work that they put in to help us win this game. Like it's a credit to everybody. It was truly a team effort, and I'm just thankful, right, to be in this position to help lead these men. Right. I saw it late. I was looking down. I didn't see it. I look up and Beck is coming at me like with. I was like, oh well, he'll make this guy miss, and then kept moving, and man, you look up and it's a touchdown. So very excited for Beck, and then he owed us one. He missed the block there on the first kickoff return. He said he owed us one, but he paid back big time for us to get a touchdown there. Yeah, Tank shows up every week, and then this game meant a lot to him being back home. A lot of family at the game attending, so it's important for him to have a big game, and it's cool to watch Tank just every week.
Not the reason why they
he
gave
shows
him the ball
up,
so
he
much.
puts the work in, and explosive playmaker since OTAs, and it's still showing up right now in the season. So happy with where Tank is.
CJ is first quarterback. NFL history passed over 900 yards, 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions the first week starts. What does that say about what type of potential he can have in this league?
Yeah, I think sky's the limit for CJ. He just keeps his head down and keep working. Like CJ is a very humble young man, and he's all about the team, and that's how you become successful in this league. Right? It's not about one person, and CJ understands that more than anyone else, and he understands how important it is as a team to play together. And so he keeps his mindset the way it is. He'll continue to improve, get better, and be a really good quarterback in this league.
Did you feel like the momentum at all? It seemed like Jaguars were starting the second half pretty good. They scored that touchdown. Do you feel like the momentum changed at all at that point?
Right, it came out second half, drove the ball down on us and scored, and for us it was we responded, and nobody blinked, nobody panicked. It was good to see. Right, when bad things happen, how you respond. I thought our guys responded well. Guys kept pushing, they kept fighting. We made plays. Right, again playing complementary football. That's how you win games. So I was happy and proud of our team for the way they responded when it didn't quite go our way. Yeah, I think our offensive line played really well, keeping the quarterback clean, right, not giving up any sacks. That's what we wanted. They play well as a unit, and that's what it takes in protection. It takes all 5 guys playing together, tight ends, backs, helping in protection, and the quarterback getting the ball out on time and where it needs to go. So it's all 11 guys playing well, but truly credit to Coach Strasser and the O-line for what they did today.
There were a lot of plays where Trevor Lawrence holding the ball and how he showed it go. How much credit goes to the secondary forcing him to hold the ball?
Yeah, secondary played well today. Getting Jimmy back was big for us. That's the communication and his playmaking ability on the back end. Eric Murray stepping up, making big-time plays for us. When our safeties are communicating and really patrolling the field back there, they make it tough on quarterbacks, and that's what we expect to see. So they did a really good job today.
When Stroud's able to connect on these long throws, how do you see the dynamic between him and slow it through a game, how they can approach different scenarios?
And for CJ, we want to be an explosive offense, right? So when they're making big-time plays, big explosive plays down the field, it's about the connection between. It all starts with the protection, right? Everybody gives love to the quarterback, but he has to have time to make those throws. The protection is good, and he puts a nice ball out there, and credit to Tank for making the big-time catch as well.
We hope fans take with you more.
After a tough start to the season. Yeah, we're thankful for our fans. We had fans down here supporting us here in Jacksonville. We're thankful for their support. And for us, we just want to continue to go out and play great football, to put a team on the field that our fans are proud of. So hopefully our fans are pretty happy this week.
How are you guys able to downfall on offensive line?
We are.
How are you guys able to rally together and put out a dominating performance?
Yeah, it's how we're able to come together, missing a lot of guys. It's my mindset for this entire team and what it's about. It's always a team-first mentality, right? It really doesn't matter who is out there, who's called. It's opportunity when we're missing guys, and we're relying on everybody who steps out on that field just to do their job and do it with a relentless mindset. And when guys do that, it doesn't matter who's out, who's in. Just 11 guys playing together, that's winning football.
Last two.
Yeah, we make big plays. It's going to always be about effort, right? It's something I truly believe in. It's relentless effort every play, all out. That's how you win games. That's how you impose your will on other teams, is by playing with great effort.
Good.
All right, thank you guys.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to give all glory and praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man. It was a hell of a week preparing. Excuse my language. Heck of a week preparing, practicing, and I think that's what got it done. Just the preparation that we put in, the hard work. It was really hot in Houston this week, and that helped us in this Jacksonville heat. But yeah, man, I really think it was all around win. Sets of teams, defense, offense, all play together. I think that just sets a tone for what we can be in this league, man. So really, really great team win.
CJ, your first win as a professional, I imagine a real exciting moment for you today. So tell me, what's the biggest difference between a college win and an NFL win?
A great question. For me, I come from Ohio State. Go Bucks, man. Got the dub last night. Hard fought win. Shout out Kyle McCord, my dog. All them boys on the defense, coming from Ohio State, man, it's a pressure element that is pushed on every week, that either you can't lose, and if you're playing a less than team that people think are less than, you have to win by 70-plus points. So, the preparation that I put in college, I almost kind of did the same thing as I've gone to the league, and every week, just my routine has been almost the same, and I've tweaked things here and there, but everything has kind of been like I did in college, and just the hard work that it takes. And it takes a little more in the league, because it's that one little play, one negative play that can ruin the whole game that I'm learning. And then those negative plays as a quarterback, not getting rid of the ball or taking hits, and every week I'm learning. So I wouldn't say it's a huge big difference, but it is. The NFL, the best players in the world every week. We played against Indy, they had great players on defense, and then we played against Jacksonville, great overall defense too. Every week has been a battle. And I appreciate where I come from. I just got off the phone with Coach Day, and he kind of said some things to me that he used to always say to me when I was at Ohio State that just resonated. And I told him congrats and everything for the win from last night. But what prepared me from college is working now in the league as well. And I think this is just the beginning. Like, yeah, we won. Let's throw it away, watch the film, correct the issues, and let's go on to week 4, man. I think that's the next step, is just doing it again, being consistent.
What were you at the moment?
Love to hear it.
And what do you remember?
Man, it went from a moment like, no, to yes, go, yes, hold the ball, don't fumble. Like, so it was just a really good moment for our team. I think this was our first time having juice and energy, and that was our challenge, my challenge to the team a little bit, with juice and energy on the sideline. Like, when you make a play, the first thing when you do, you look back to the sideline because your brothers are over there. And I think that's what, like, that momentum carried into a win. And, of course, like, we've got to clean that up because something bad could happen. But, man, football is a crazy sport, and we'll take it, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely love Beck, man. He's a warrior. Like, I'll go to war with that dude any week. Man, he's a heck of a football player, but a great man. And to line up with him, man, it's an honor, it's a blessing, it's a privilege. So, man, shout out to Beck.
CJ, on that, it seems like you're getting more comfortable in the slot. The second drive, when they had 9 minutes, it seemed like you made that check to the left, and then that throw to Dell after. You see that on the side. Can you take me through that, what you saw? It seemed like that was probably something that could run for a long time.
Yeah, man. Every week, I'm trying to just take a step forward and never back. And it's a battle every day. Like, from tonight, I'll begin on the next team, the Steelers, and then I'll go into my routine and my preparation. So it's a battle, man. And like you said, just getting used to how Bobby calls it, the calls, me operating the offense, getting out the huddle. I think Baltimore was the best thing that ever happened to us, operating from an away loud standpoint. So I'm getting a lot of learning experience, and I have a lot of great guys around me that are helping me. Like Dalton Schultz, man, like he helps me out a lot, and he probably doesn't even know that, but like he helps me a lot. George Fant, Shaq Mason, Kendrick Green, Josh Jones, JP, me and him are rookies. You know what I'm saying? We're figuring it out, and they're helping us along the way. And it's a blessing to play around guys like that. So I'm learning, I'm growing, and it's really a testament to our coaches. Gerard has done a great job with me every day, just getting on every little detail. He's with me every moment. And then Bobby calling it, Bill Lazor, Shane Day, all of them have done a great job helping me with my processing.
CJ, a couple of your teammates are asking about St. Dell and how the connection that you guys have built, and also your offensive line. You said last week that you believed in them, and instead you don't get sacked at all. Yeah, man,
I think that shows the fight that we have. And I was super, super happy for Tank. Being home, I know he had a lot of people here, and, man, he balled out, man. That was our first time taking a shot and the first time hitting it. So I think it just shows the connection me and him naturally have. We put in a lot of extra work, and it's good to see it pay off, and now it's time to go do it again and be consistent with it. So really, really proud of him. And that doesn't happen without protection up front. So my old line, man, they had a great game. I think I learned a lot from just getting the ball out. Even when it's not there, check it down or get rid of it or do something to not take those hits. And that showed in this game.
But you know what? I might give him a little leeway on about taking those deep shots to Tank Dell. We'll just use the built-in excuse of the offensive line just not going to hold up long enough to take deep shots. I'm not going to really use that excuse, but I'm saying that could be a good one. We'll just say that.
Like you said, I didn't get sacked, I don't think. I think I'm just learning because those guys up front are battling, and I got to help those guys out like they helped me. So.
D'Amico was saying it starts with the quarterback on the team. We have a good one, like you said. And to deliver a win, you talked about leadership earlier in the week. What do you take away from this to be able to deliver a win along with your team? Where do you feel with that?
Right. For me, I think remembering the feeling of losing and how terrible it is, and the feeling of what we just felt in that locker room right there, like that's what it's about. Doing it again, like that's the hardest thing I've learning about this football game since I've been little. So is the great ones do it every week, and if they don't do it that week, they don't ever have two bad weeks. So that's something that we're working towards, is just eliminating the negative plays and doing really, really well on first, second down, and completing and executing on third down, and keeping the ball, time of possession, field position, all those things really play into winning a tough NFL football game. So I think that's what it takes, man. The preparation and the work we put in. Now it's time to do it all over again. You know what I mean? So.
You're the first quarterback in the league to come over 900 yards, 4 touchdowns. No interceptions in his first few starts. What do you think allows you to be able to play at that type of level?
I think the things God has put me through, and I know I always refer to God, but it's true, man. Like, it's nothing that I He gave me a lot of great talents, and I think something that I've learned around my process of being just a man of God is you have to meet Him halfway with your hard work, and the opportunities He presents to him, you have to be ready for that. So he's put me through a lot through this game, and I think just those hard losses I took in college, the hard losses we took those 2 weeks, the wins I've won, like I know God has taught me what it takes to be successful in this game of football, and it's a blessing, man. But I have great guys around me. I really think that's what it is. Like, nothing I can do without those guys up front battling, the receivers running the right route at the right depth, Bobby calling the right plays at the right time. Like, it's a team. So I'm blessed enough to have a team that will continue to fight, and it's a blessing to have guys around you to do that.
Last one.
With Bobby, you mentioned that. It seemed like there were times that you get them with 9 in the box, long touchdowns. Like, what was the dynamic, the game plan that you got, which what we were able to attack?
Yeah, we knew Jacksonville was a gritty, hard-nosed, physical football team that loved to stop and run and was really dynamic in a DB. Like, they have really, really good DBs. And we knew that if we can establish a run early, that we can be able to throw the ball as well. So that was somewhat of the game plan. I can't tell you everything, but that's kind of the game plan every week. We got to run the ball. Got to be able to run the ball. And everything works off of that. So it was good to see our guys getting low, their pad level, DP running through things, Motor running through things, Boom playing hard. I think overall, Beck and Dahl and Teagan, and my guy Brad, man. Nobody's talking about Brad. Shout out to Brad, man. The most energy, juiced up guy, natural juice that you'll meet. So shout out to Brad, man. I love that guy. So, man, all around, man, everybody's playing well.
I want to ask about that. That connection. What was that to see you overstand for him to spend the work for him? Because
Yeah.
things talking with that next, and what was that?
Yeah, I think it's a real big momentum for him. He's a heck of a football player, a great person. He's always checking up on people. And just a positive light, and that's something that you need in the locker room. And to see him ball out every week, like he had a good week last week, had a good week this week, and he's growing and growing just like we all are. And he's one of the first people that reached out to me when I got drafted, and it's good to have a natural connection with him as well. And man, shout out to Brev, man. It's a real good dude to play with. So God bless y'all. Have a good one.
There you have it. C.J. Stroud, D'Amico Ryans, everybody's feeling good in Houston. That was a big team win, and we want more of it. Each week, you play like that, come prepared, play your butts off, you're going to have a shot to beat anybody. Because once again, we don't mind you losing, but you come out there with that type of effort, who can fault that? This team is finally starting to get together, and they're getting it, and they're putting the pieces in place. And it's just something good to see on Sunday. No doubt about it, watching this team, because you can see it. If you cover this team and watch this team for a long time, you can tell when it's a difference. And as far as the way this offense was moving the ball, the way the defense was playing a little stingy, getting some turnovers, just key play calling, even a run back with Beck. I mean, everything was just a little different this week. You can see the hard work and practice paying off, and that's what we like to see. So I'm excited about it. Can't wait till their next game to see them build up on that, and just moving forward, man. But not gonna keep y'all. It is Making It Monday. Haven't forgot. Making It Monday for sure. And this G.S.Q.H, Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Thanks for y'all time. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter at Goodymo17. Remember, this is sports season, football, best gameplay in the business. Go check us out over there. Y'all have a good Making It Monday. Get it over with. You know how it is. Once you get that Monday out the way, everything else pretty much can, I ain't gonna say a breeze, because I mean it's still Terrible Tuesday, and the reason why it's Terrible Tuesday because it's still early in the week and you haven't even got to the middle mark yet, or even close to the bottom of the end of it. So it's just a little longer stretch. You can see it, but it seems like it's just still a little farther away, and that's what makes it Terrible Tuesday. But thanks for y'all time. I enjoyed it. Good sports week, and we out of here. Peace.